Hi, my name is Christian Trindaflov.
Hi, I'm Wesley Wong.
I'm Nancy Young.
I'm Samantha Wanless.
I'm Helen Thornley.
And I'm Matt Tagg! In the following report, we will undertake a business environment analysis indicating the likely major issues to be faced by Apple over the next 3 years. Apple is a multinational corporation that specializes in the design and the manufacture of consumer electronics and computer software and hardware. It has operated in the technology industry for over 22 years, during which it has gained a reputation for innovation, securing itself as a market leader. Its success, combined with a number of other factors, has attracted many new entrants to the market. Hence, competition has increased. The technology industry is consistently changing, and in order to compete effectively and remain dominant, Apple must A, learn from past experiences, and B, anticipate what is likely to occur in the future. In this particular report, we will focus on how and to what extent changing political, economic, social, technological, ethical, and legal environments can influence Apple Inc. in the next 3 years.
In terms of ethics, Apple will have a lot to consider over the next 3 years. In 2009 and 2010, Apple was criticised for operating unethically and was accused of using child labour. Despite its sales remaining fairly stable, the Foxconn scandal has generated much media and consumer interest, and Apple must be seen to be making more of an interest. The number of businesses engaging in CSR activities has increased significantly over the past few years, and anyone that appears to be operating unethically is actually a competitive disadvantage. Being a socially responsible company is now of great strategic importance to the likes of Microsoft. According to a PricewaterhouseCoopers survey, over half of all global CEOs, including Apple's Tim Cook, are planning on changing tactics to become more socially responsible in the next 3 years. Apple has issued a report stating that it will seek to improve our supply responsibility program to ensure that their supply base is safe, workers are treated with respect, and dignity in manufacturing processes are environmentally responsible. This will be costly in terms of both time and money, but we believe that it will be a good long-term investment.
There are two main areas of interest for Apple: product competition and innovation. Apple's competitors have adopted a Me Too approach, which essentially sees them following in Apple's footsteps in terms of products created. This gives the perception that they don't have long-term strategies for their product lines and gives Apple the status of leaders in terms of innovation. As a result, new technologies are important to the brand. Various predictions for products have been made for the coming years, including the holographic display, which will allow Mac users to see images in true 3D, the iPhone 5, the Apple TV, the iBangle, which is a wearable and voice-controllable iPod, and the Apple Games console. This shows continuous improvement to current product lines, with some variation with the games console and TV. However, analyst Bromley forecasts that Apple may soon decline as the market leaders of computing due to rising standards and their premium pricing policy possibly being a deterrent to customers.
Apple has about 1,800 patents from a website called Wiptool, including important patents that potentially delay other competitors in development. Patents such as integrating projectors into iOS device, text-to-speech or speech-to-text converters, and photo booth leads to photographic manipulation technology. Patent competition against Android smartphone is a key factor that recently they had a patent argument in 3D object recognition. Apple won the debate, and this forbids Android device having face detection security technique. Having more patents lead Apple more exclusive and more compatible. The key performance for Apple's success is they develop a strong brand image and a set of loyal, satisfied customers.
Identifying the key social factors in an environment may be crucial for a company, and Apple has taken advantage of the psychological change in consumer behavior and the need to express their identity through products. Thus, Apple has created a brand image of innovation and creativity, which has made its products bought mainly for hedonistic experiences, but also for their performance and their multifunctionality. As Apple has also addressed the change in skill set in society and the need for more multifunctional units and products, and thus the main problems and challenges for the company in the near future will be to maintain the image of innovation and creativity and those messages, which are also the same messages as some of its main competitors, for instance Android, and to maintain the multifunctionality of its devices and the services it provides.
Economically, there was in 2008 there was a decline in sales for Apple. I mean, there was one point where the Apple shares fell to about 3.5%, and they were down more than $17 in after-hours trading in January 2008. And the reason behind all of this was because during 2008 there were rising unemployment problems and credit problems, and it made it more difficult for shoppers to spend money on small luxury type of goods, such as, Apple iPods. And but the area which suffered the most during the recession for Apple in 2008 were the actual iPod range music players. But however, Apple did recover quite well from the recession, even though the industry suffered, so did many others. I mean, Apple sold more Mac computers and iPhones during the recession period than iPods. But during waiting periods, Apple did rely on iPod sales more, and eventually iPod sales slowed down, and shoppers were buying more of the other business products within Apple, such as Mac and iPhones. And this was the reason why Apple was able to survive the recession. And the iPad has actually done a lot of work. So innovation and other products did sort of save Apple from the economic recession. And there has been some criticism of Apple selling incredibly highly priced products, but this is one of the reasons why it was able to survive through the recession, and it actually improved its financial standing during that period. And it was one of the worst holiday shopping periods between 2008 and 2009. And lots of analysts were really impressed, and Apple's stock went up by 9% at one point, and customers responded very well to their new type of technologies they are repeatedly inventing, such as the company's new notebooks, which pushed up sales by 33% at one point.
Right, thanks very much for watching. That was our presentation on Apple and the potential problems it could face in the next 3 years.